The immigration system is really backlogged right now. We all know this. One of the ways to get your case processed faster is to have a granted request to expedite. But everyone wants to have their case processed faster. So to get your request to expedite granted, you really have to have a good reason. Is pregnancy a reason to get your visa application expedited? This is immigration attorney Amanda Thomas. In today's video, I am going to discuss this question, so keep watching. With years-long processing times becoming the new normal, families are being kept separated for excruciatingly long periods of time. But the waiting becomes even harder when your fiance or your spouse becomes pregnant. The immigration system in the United States is overwhelmed right now. And there's not a whole lot of hope that there's going to be a solution to that problem anytime soon. It is maddening, to say the least. But with the system being so backed up, you have to have a really good reason to get a request to expedite granted. You're essentially asking your case to jump the line. So you have to explain why your situation is more dire than anyone else's. In my opinion, it is cruel to keep a woman separated from her spouse during such a vulnerable time. But unfortunately, it is not up to me. USCIS and the Department of State generally do not view pregnancy alone as a reason to grant a request to expedite. However, USCIS and the Department of State review requests to expedite in a totality of the circumstances. That means that they take into consideration every aspect of your situation to make a determination about granting the request to expedite. However, if you have complicating factors, your chances of getting your request to expedite granted go up. For instance, if your pregnancy is considered high risk. These are circumstances that the officer is going to consider when they are determining whether or not to grant your request to expedite. If you choose to make a request to expedite, you should be prepared to provide evidence about your particular situation. That includes proof that you are pregnant, but that also includes proof about why your pregnancy is a particular emergency. This can include things like a note from your doctor or medical records. But again, it is ultimately up to USCIS or the Department of State whether or not they are going to grant your request to expedite. If you would like to discuss your situation with me, I have put a link in the box below where you can schedule an appointment. If you found this video helpful, if you found this video informative, of course, I would appreciate if you liked my video and subscribed.